You're most welcome one more time to this platform. My name is Tumsime Cohen, as it has always been this week and the other weeks. Today we are still going on with our paper, Geography, Paper 1, what people call Physical Geography of East Africa. Some people call it Geomorphology, but still it counts the same thing. Today, we are going on with our topic of rocks. I know now this topic is busy entering your brains, and you are now superstars of geology. I can now start calling you geologists, or I call you young geologists, whatever you want. But that's a good right passage to the study of rocks or geology. And today, we want to wind up with the third type of rocks, that is metamorphic. I talked about it in the previous video, that metamorphic rocks are also called changed rocks. Some books write altered, meaning that they have been changed in appearance and even the chemical composition where possible. And we say that metamorphic rocks are divided into three major categories. That is thermal metamorphic rocks, which are changed by great heat. Then we talked about dynamic metamorphic rocks. These ones are changed when subjected to great pressure. Please mark the difference. I have said thermal metamorphic rocks are changed by great heat. That's the fire involved. Then dynamic, for them when you apply or subject them to great pressure, they will be changed. And again now we have the third category, whereby it is a matter of combining the first type of metamorphic plus the second type to make the word thermodynamic. You can put a dash in between, what they call a hyphen in English. Now, if they are combined, thermal and then dynamic, it means that if thermal is changed by great heat, what about dynamic, which is changed by great pressure? Meaning that for thermodynamic, it is both great heat and pressure forming thermodynamic metamorphic rocks. And yesterday I gave you food for thought in the previous video that if you've been very keen, we have got three types of rocks. Each type is further subdivided into three. So it is moving into 3, like the Holy Trinity, those who are Christians. So today, we want to wind up with the metamorphic rocks. Then we move on. I'm going to give you a summary of the types of metamorphic rocks. In a table form, in the notes, they may not be so clear, but I'm going to make for you a summary. Hey, you enjoy yourself with this kind of arrangement. Then later on, I'm going to give you an assignment or trial which you must attempt. Then I will mark you at a specific period of time. Then later on, we are going to look at the contributions, both positive and negative. So feel free to enjoy this video. Feel free to watch it and rewatch it and even pause many times as possible until you grasp the concept we are going to handle. So without wasting any time, without any further ado, we can go on. General characteristics of metamorphic rocks. And one of them is that they are hard rocks and resistant to erosion. The best example is clay. When you burn clay bricks, they are very hard. Not even water can erode them away. That's why in most buildings and wells around wetlands, they use clay. Even in most urban centers, they use clay bricks to construct some houses. It is only people who have limited resources. They are not poor place. They have limited resources, so they opt for the other weaker bricks. But for clay, it is very hard and resistant after being burnt in a kiln. So we're saying that metamorphic rocks are hard and resistant to erosion. The number 2, they contain precious. Oh, that word precious sounds so nice to me also. I don't know how about you, precious. I don't know if I'm saying it very well, the pronunciation, but the word is precious. When you hear the word precious, what comes to your mind? To me, it is something very nice, glittering, attractive. However, for your own information, not all that glitters is gold, but surely for metamorphic rocks, they are precious minerals. For example, gold. You are lucky guy to move with my gold watch. I would have shown you how a gold watch looks like, but because of the thieves in this lockdown, people are not having money. They may end up cutting off my hand because of my golden watch and the golden necklace. I left them at home. I know you have it at home with you. If you don't have it, it's okay. I know your parents have. If they don't have, I know your friends at school have. But gold is a fairly yellow metal, which is one of the most valuable minerals as I speak. However, what you have to know about minerals are just discovered. So, you never know. In the future, another mineral of great value may be discovered. But for the case of metamorphic rocks, it has gold, it has diamond. People like calling it diamonds. They even say statements like, you shine like diamond, you glitter, you look like a diamond prism. Why? It is precious. More so, diamond metals are very hardy and they are used in the cutting industries to cut other metals. You can imagine a metal cutting a metal. It means metamorphic rocks are surely very hard and of great value. That's why those of you who are doing geography, geography 1 still, it's in O level, even now you're doing it, you will discover that in Tanzania there is a mine called Williamson Diamond Mine near a place called Rupia in Shianga, in the southern parts of Lake Victoria. They do mine diamond, and that area is linked or associated with volcanicity or volcanic activity. And of course, when volcanicity is happening, that's why we have these rocks called kimberlite, which contain diamond. Therefore, diamond is associated with volcanic pipes in a particular rock called kimberlite. Then, they are changed rocks. That's obvious that these metamorphic rocks, unlike igneous rocks, for them they are altered in appearance. They don't look the same. I want you to imagine if you were an igneous rock. You assume you who is watching this video, if you are an igneous rock, then somebody gives you a punch on the nose. That is great pressure. What will your nose turn into? Your nose may become a wasite. I'm just joking. Or if they burn your head, I don't think you remain the same. Your face will be changed forever and evermore. They may take you to a zoo to become a learning thing. Okay, you're not the one here. It's a rock being changed. So these rocks are changed in 2 different forms, meaning that they are altered in the original shape, according to our notes here. Then they form the basement of continental rocks. They form the basement of continental rocks. When I say continental rocks, somebody is getting lost. When I say country rocks, somebody is getting lost. But what you have to know, beneath, when I say beneath, I mean below the earth's surface or the crust, we have very hard rocks we call continental, and typically those ones are made up of metamorphic rocks. Then, that is it for metamorphic rocks. But before I leave metamorphic rocks, I have an activity here with me, and the activity reads a table showing a summary. I have put some column examples of metamorphic rocks. Now, I have made for you a summary. I don't want you to suffer with reading the notes. But what you have to know in the summary form, this table has got two parts. And the first part contains original rock, then the second part contains metamorphic rock. Why? Because we are saying that metamorphic rocks are changed rocks, meaning that they are coming from either igneous or sedimentary rocks. So if you look at our table critically, we have the first mineral on the original side, that is limestone. And I have gone ahead to open for you the curly brackets to show you that limestone is originally a sedimentary rock, which is metamorphosed or changed into marble. You have your phone there, you can Google marble and see how it looks like. If it is granite, now these are very hard rocks. I know many of you have seen them when they are constructing tarmac roads. There are these big rolling, big trucks called Sinotrack. Those surfaces, they carry a lot of granite which has been blasted by explosives to construct the roads. Even when they are constructing flats, I've seen these rocks being used because of their durability and they can easily be depended on. So granite is an igneous rock which is applied to great heat and pressure to form gneiss. I'm not pronouncing G, it's a silent G, gneiss. So it can be G-N-E-I-S. Then we have an irregular rock called sandstone, which is originally sedimentary and is forming into a rock called quartzite. Then we have clay. This one is so common in your areas where you stay, like those who stay in a place called Kajansi, Zana, those areas. You have a lot of clay there. That's why there is a factory called Uganda Clays, Kajansi. Even those who stay along Masaka Road in a place called Maya, you also have clay. So we have clay. It is originally sedimentary. When you apply it on it, it becomes slate. S-L-A-T-E. Then we have coal. Coal is not so rare. If you go to Tororo Cement Factory, you will see clay. It is dark in color. It is used to, they burn it to produce energy, which can be used to make electricity or to burn limestone in the factory to produce cement. They use to build your houses at home. That beautiful house you're in was built using cement. And cement is worked upon by coal. So coal is a sedimentary rock which turns into graphite. I know some of you are finance students and you buy pencils called HB. And you're ever sharpening. You are looking for that graphite material inside your pencil to draw something very nice, which is okay. Then that is our summary of metamorphic rocks. In case you have any question about metamorphic rocks, please message it to the administrator of this platform. Surely they will send it to me and I will go through it. If possible, I will send my email one of these days, then you can converse more about this action of rocks. With me right now, I want to give you an assignment. It is a revision trial question. Please, and please, I won't come to your home because I'm just online. You never know right now in the USA. But wherever you are in Uganda there, please, don't be scared. I'm around Uganda. Please do this assignment. You can even mark yourself with your friends or your teacher at school when you go back. And we are both go back, by the way. So, revision question, stroke assignment, stroke trial, reads like this. Part A. It's a structured question. Distinguish between metamorphic and igneous rocks. I'm very sure that I have explained igneous rocks more than good. I have tried my level best. I have gone word by word, minute by minute, page by page, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph. Whatever I've talked about igneous rocks, when it comes to distinguish, if possible, you can write everything. But as you're answering this question, don't answer it concurrently. What do I mean by concurrently? I mean, somebody says igneous rocks are fire formed, while sedimentary rocks are remains alone. No way. You start by talking about igneous rocks very well. If possible, illustrate, draw. Give examples from East Africa, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. After, you can boldly put a word, whereas, while sedimentary rocks also write, illustrate, give examples from East Africa, surely you will have your A assured. I have heard some funny people who tell students that geography is hard. I wish I knew where they stay. I take for them police, they arrest all of them. I'm sorry if you have a teacher who is ever discouraging you that you can't make it. That you can you understand these rocks? Get out of the class. Surely, that is very bad. That is very discouraging. Actually, even me, I had a teacher of geography who could discourage us. He told us, you are doing Meg. I know many of you are doing Meg. You are doing Meg. How many pilots do you have in your kingdom here? Surely, we didn't even know the security guard of the pilot. We didn't even. We only had one who retired long ago. So we all lost morale. He abused us, all sorts of bad words. But we persisted. And now we are super geographers. And we are still going on. And now we are training you to become a super geographer. So have the passion, have the commitment, research. Like it with your teachers, everything will be fine. So, part B is saying that, examine the importance of rocks in East Africa. I have awarded marks, as the name does it. I have put 12 for the part A, then I have put 13. But scooping all those marks to 25, my dear, you must write something sensible and reasonable. We don't need to write a forest of words, but we need to write facts which are real and scientific according to what I've been explaining. With me here, I have part B, which is saying examine the importance of rocks in East Africa. Why have I brought this question? Because I'm going to look at contributions, strong importance of rocks. And I've really opened up by saying that everything in this world, whether COVID lockdown, whether mosquito, whether wizard, whether rebel, whether terrorism, both things have two sides. That is a positive and a negative. So, whenever you're judging something, always know why is something happening. Don't criticize what you don't know. For instance, if some of you are saying, rocks are bad, because yesterday I was trying to remove some mangoes from a tree, and a stone came and hit my head. So rocks are bad. Who took the mango to the stone? Don't you know how to climb? So, rocks are good. Why? Because of the following reasons. I'm not debating, but that's a fact. We have both positive and negative sides. Actually, some people call these negatives problems. Do you know how to differentiate problems and challenges? Which one is temporary? But all of them are solvable as long as you share with the people around you. The more you keep quiet, the more you suffer inside. And remember, the end result of stress is committing suicide. So please share with your friends, or parents, or teachers, or neighbors who have no tendency of mongering. Now, very simple. I'm talking about rocks like coal at Ruvubu Valley in Tanzania. I'm talking about petroleum in Wanseko. This one is found in Bulisa district. Formerly, Bulisa district was a county in Masindi district. So somebody who has forgotten about Bulisa can say in Greater Masindi. Masindi local, but now Masindi has been split into Kiriandongo district, Kibale district, Bulisa district. We have Kikube district. No, Kikube is now going. That's a different story. So for Masindi is now split to other districts. But Bulisa, there is a place called Wanseko near Lake Albert. Actually, I've been there personally several times, and there is a lot of petroleum. Actually, if you look at those roads critically, there is also natural gas at Wanseko. The word Wanseko is a local word in Gungu language, used by natives around Lake Albert. I think the Afghans of Wanyoro, Congolese, Aluru, Acholi, among others. Then it's a basin that's in Uganda. Coal is at Ruvubu Valley in Tanzania, and all these are sources of fuel. Fuel is a substance, it can be a chemical, anything used to provide energy, a machine or anything. While hot igneous rocks in Kenya, I don't know if you're very keen. I talked about coal at Ruvubu Valley in Tanzania. I have talked about petroleum in Wanseko Basin in Uganda. Now I've gone to Kenya. I'm talking about the hot igneous rocks at a place called Olkaria Valley. Olkaria, S-P-O Olkaria, O-L-K-A-R-I-A, Olkaria Valley, Tanzania, used to generate geothermal power. Geothermal power can also be a form of electricity. I know for you only know one form, that is hydroelectric power, which is generated from water. But still we have different forms. For example, you can get power from biogas, you can get power from coal, you can get power from other things, which you can know better than me, maybe solar energy from the sun, or thermal generators. I know many of your schools have got standby generators, which use diesel to produce thermal energy. But for these rocks in Kenya, which are hot and igneous in nature, produce what we call geothermal. And the best place, for example, is a place called Olkaria Valley in Kenya. Kenya, of course, in East Africa. Then, we have another point here that provide building materials. For example, granite aggregates. When I say granite aggregates, I mean the consolidated piece of granite has been split or broken into small pieces. The best word is shattered, has been shattered into smaller pieces used to construct tarmac roads, where people use their vehicles at terrible speed without any pothole. Then also houses. People who have some extra resources use granitic rocks because they're expensive to construct the houses, and the houses are so durable and strong for generations and generations. Then, some rocks have been specific in the bracket volcanic weather. I'm not meaning the weather of day-to-day condition of the place, no. I mean in bracket breakdown into productive agricultural soils which support crop cultivation. When you go to a place called Kabale, don't confuse Kabale and Kibale. Kabale is in southwestern Uganda. It is inhabited by a group of people called Bachiga. The Bachiga, some are brown, some are not brown. They are strong people and they love working a lot. Whereas Kibale is in Bunyoro, which has the Banyoro and some half-castes. They speak broken Uganda in Kibale, Bunyoro. So our specific target right now is Kabale, where we had some I don't want to know a lake called Bunyonyi. This lake was once a river, but because of lava flows, it blocked the river valley, and a bowl of water, what we call backbone, was formed behind this river, and we call it Lake Bunyonyi, the deepest lake in Uganda, and the second deepest lake after Tanganyika in East Africa. There is no swimming there. They even put signposts, swim at your own risk, because it's very deep, surely. And the Machiga had a culture of, there is a small island, I've forgotten its name in Machiga, where they could take all girls who could become pregnant before reaching the age of 18. So if you're in this lockdown and you're planning to get pregnant and in Machiga, be aware, you're going to take that island and you die from there without any food, because it is so deep. So the point here is that people in Kampala, when you reach Kampala like this, you will see almost hills, terraces. They are growing Irish potatoes. Actually, Irish potatoes are the major food. But if you move to extreme ends of Kanungu, some parts of Busheni, they even grow apples. You can imagine. The soils are so fertile. They are volcanic in nature, simply because of rocks. So rocks are very paramount in our lives. But for you, when you are eating your chips in Tanzania, what is so? You are in the devil eating chips. You are saying, these potatoes are called soil, these are called covered. Do you know what made them grow? They are these rocks which have fertile volcanic soils. Then, even in Mbale, I know Mbale is found in eastern Uganda. It is also covered by a mountain called Elgon. The people in Mbale call it Massawa Mountain. It has typically, actually I went to Mbale in 2019 before the lockdown. Surely I had fun when I also moved up to a place called Kapchorwa. So Kapchorwa can also be another example here. When I went to Kapchorwa, I went to a specific town called Sipi Town Council. When I was at Sipi Town Council, I saw a lot of waterfalls from these volcanic rocks. Then I saw people growing coffee, and the coffee seeds were so nice and healthy. The banana plants were so healthy. The beans were so healthy. The maize, actually the local part Kapchorwa, the Sebeni, gave us some free maize. Big ups to the Sebeni people. You're great people. Keep protect. Teach, keep Langat. You can also call yourself Keep. So those are good examples of areas with fertile soils which are a result of weathered rock particles. Then if you move on with these notes of mine, you'll see that rocks provide raw materials. Whenever the word raw materials comes to your mind or my mind here, I think about industries. Industries, we can call them manufacturing industries. We call them manufacturing because their aim is to transform the inputs into finished goods. For instance, you can get what we call limestone rock at Tororo or at Mhokia in Kasese. After you turn it into cement, which is used to construct a house. I know you all know cement. A bar right now is ranging between 25,000 to 70,000, depending on the strength and the components in the cement. So, limestone can be given as an example. Even phosphates are Tororo, used in manufacturing cement. The phosphates can also be used in the manufacture of fertilizers. For example, NPK, where N stands for, I think, nitrogen, if I'm looking at my stats very well, then P, phosphates or phosphorus, then K, potassium, and surely it will work so well in your garden, simply because of rocks. Then there is rock salt at Lake Katwe. I'm lucky in 2017 I also went back to Lake Katwe, that side of Kasese. I even entered into the lake itself. but I was putting on gumboots because this lake contains rock salt, and rock salt is so bad to our bodies. Actually, according to my research, I discovered that all men were putting on gumboots, even condoms, you can imagine. Condoms covering themselves very well. The women were padding like as if they are having other diseases. But I asked them, why are you doing all this? They told me, sir, rock salt is very dangerous to our bodies. However, the same rock salt is used in food, and it's a source of calcium. As you're going to see ahead, this rock salt contains iodine, which prevents diseases like goiter, as you're going to see.